Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vladimir, I am a web developer. If I were starting to learn web development from scratch now, I would first decide on the direction, whether I want to engage in backend development or frontend development. Since these two directions differ significantly in any case, regardless of what interests you, I believe that you should start learning programming with the basics of HTML and CSS. No matter which area of development you ultimately choose, you will still need to interact with web pages. It's important to understand how a page is created and what its elements consist of. So, first and foremost, I will start studying HTML and CSS because any web page on the internet is created using HTML and CSS. Where you can learn HTML and CSS, I will leave in the description under the video. Having learned HTML and CSS, I will design a couple of pages to understand how this technology works, consolidating knowledge through practice. Any theory must be immediately reinforced by practice, as only practice will teach you to create web applications. The next step in studying web development would be to choose a direction, front-end or back-end. I will choose front-end because I prefer working with visual objects and seeing the result on the screen as I write code. The next step would be to learn the programming language JavaScript, which makes the page dynamic. A good understanding of JavaScript will later simplify the study of technologies such as React, Angular, Next.js, which are very important in the development of web applications. If you want to develop large and complex projects in the future, it's very important to know these technologies. For a web developer, it's important to know and understand how to work with Git and GitHub, as these technologies are used for storing and managing projects. And in conclusion, I want to say that the most important thing is the practice. Create 2 or 3 projects so that you can consolidate your knowledge in practice and attach them to your resume. Wishing everyone successful coding and see you in the next video. Bye!